Every summer, gardeners start to panic a little bit. The temperature rises, plants begin wilting in the afternoon. The pests, they seem to appear overnight, and suddenly the garden that looks so promising in the spring starts to feel difficult. And most people blame the heat. They assume summer itself is the problem. So they water more, they fertilize more, they spray more, and they work harder trying to save the garden. But over the years here on the farm, I've learned something important. Most summer garden problems are not actually caused by the heat. Summer simply exposes weaknesses that were already there. So the heat acts more like a stress test. So when the structure underneath the garden is weak, summer reveals this really quickly. So healthy gardens respond to stress differently. So gardens with healthy soil, proper spacing, consistent moisture, and strong root systems tend to stay much more stable through the heat. They still experience stress, but they recover faster and continue producing. So weak systems, on the other hand, begin to collapse once the pressure of summer arrives. One of the biggest misunderstandings in gardening is thinking that the problem is isolated events. So a gardener sees yellow leaves and thinks it needs fertilizer. They see blossom end rot and thinks they need calcium. They see pests and assume insects are the main issue. But in reality, the garden is one connected system, and soil affects moisture, moisture affects roots, roots affect nutrient uptake, plant stress affects pest pressure and disease, so everything influences everything else. So this is why two gardens sitting side by side can respond completely differently during the summer. One garden may wilt constantly, struggle with pests, and stop producing, while another nearby garden stays green, is healthy, and productive through the same weather conditions. So the difference is usually not luck, it's the structure of the system underneath the plants. So a lot of summer problems actually begin earlier in the season. So shallow watering creates shallow roots, bare soil loses moisture rapidly and overheats, poor soil structure struggles to hold the water and the nutrients. Overcrowded plants reduce airflow and increase disease pressure. So when the summer heat finally arrives, all those small weaknesses begin to compound together. Even pest pressure often starts with stress. So weak plants send signals that attract insects. Now, healthy plants are naturally more resilient. That does not mean pests completely disappear, but strong plants handle pressure much differently than stressed plants do. So one thing I've noticed over the years is that healthy gardens actually become easier to manage as the season goes on. Most gardeners expect summer to require more and more work, but a healthy system starts doing more of the work for you. So mulch reduces water needs, healthy soil holds moisture longer, compost feeds soil biology naturally over time. Proper spacing improves airflow and reduces disease problems. So the garden begins to stabilize itself. That's one of the biggest shifts in mindset that changed for me. So instead of constantly reacting to the problems, I just started focusing on building the system that prevented many of those problems in the first place. So it's not perfect because every season still brings on its challenges, but the garden became far more resilient. So when I walk through the garden now during the summer, I'm paying attention to signals, wilting, disease, pest pressure, or uneven growth, and they're telling me something about the system underneath. So summer reveals what's working and what needs improved. So what finally changed our production on the farm was we realized that everything works together. Compost, soil structure, moisture retention, mulch, spacing, root health, and succession planting, they're all connected pieces of one larger system. So once we started approaching the garden that way, it really became easier, it became healthier, more productive, and honestly, a lot less stressful to manage. That's also why I put together the free guide called Grow More Food with Less Work, the 8-Step Abundance Garden System. So it walks through how all these pieces fit together in a system instead of feeling like separate gardening tips. So you can find the link for the free guide in the description below if you want to get that.